actually overtook it. Get in. I'm tired now. Another hill. That was a bit of a schoolboy error. Having got past the tractor, then got to a bit of a gradient where I started slowing down, and I didn't want the tractor to overtake me again, so I had to style it out and just power up this hill and almost kill myself in the process. But I did it, and he didn't get back past me, and I'm glad now to be on the last stretch towards my house. One more little hill to go. I can't wait to have a shower and a nice coffee. Whew, knackered. Okay, so that is it, finished and done and dusted. And I've just had a look on Strava and I'm actually a bit gobsmacked. 25.36 miles in less than 2 hours. I'm really pleased about that, because that means my average speed was 14 miles an hour. I'm lucky to get 12. Anyway, that is done. I'm very tired. And we are making mince pies today, so I've definitely eaten one of those. Oh, stop watching this now and get out on your bike. Just do it. See you in a couple of days. Okay, I'm just showing off for a little bit here because I've got a bunch of personal records, and 1, 2, 3 King of the Mountains there. Now that doesn't potentially sound flashier than it is. Hang on, that doesn't make any sense. But what I'm saying is some of those will be private little segments that I've made. So I don't think I will be the King of the Mountain on some of those bits, because I all the time when I'm driving down there see people flying along there. So definitely not a proper King of the Mountain, but certainly on my little segments which might be private. But I'm really pleased about that, because I today felt great doing that. Towards the end, when I had that race with a tractor, that sounds so pathetic, doesn't it? But that really pushed me, because I had to keep pushing up this hill because I didn't want it to go back past me. So that would have helped with my ride time today, and also with a little bit of stamina and power. What's up, everybody and peeps? It is it's Tuesday afternoon, and I'm having a nice relaxed ride down the post office. I've had my lunch today, so I'm not in a rush back for that, and I'm fully making the most of this weather today. It is really cold, but it's not really windy and it's not raining, and the weather forecast for later on this week is appalling, so I'm making the most of it now while the weather's good, because I may not be able to get out on Thursday. Plus I've got to get my bike down the bike shop for repair. My bottom bracket, listen to this. Oh, you can't hear it, I've got to pedal faster because there's a hill. It's worse when you're under load, but that's getting really bad now. So yeah, like I say, really making the most of it, because the weather's going to get really pony. Super cold, well, super cold, but horrible wind and horrible rain, and potentially sleet as well, so I don't really fancy that, if I'm being totally honest. At least it's nice today, eh? Hopefully you can get out today. Go and do it right now. Okay, so post office is done. So I've done my little trip to the top of town, and now I'm just coming to the end of lap 1. Anyone who was watching last week will notice that I did went on to do another 3 laps without the post office visit to the top of the hill, and it came to about 15 miles or something, so that's what I'm shooting for today. I'm not expecting any parcels, miraculously. Even the ones that were due today arrived yesterday, so I'm not in a mad dash to get back today, which always makes a change. But for now, I've got this hill to contend with. I've only got to do it 3 more times today. Almost at the top. Okay, so that is lap 1 done. Just going to do it 3 more times now. It's quite a nice little ride actually, but it's not very exciting. So part of the reason for this tactic today of getting a few miles in, rather than going you know, on an exciting ride along the coast path or something, I want to stay in a little loop that's never too far away from the man cave, because my crank and my bottom bracket is getting really bad now, and I've got to try and style it out until Thursday, of course. What I don't want to do is end up at Northcote Bay and then have to walk all the way back, because that is miles. So I'm sort of centering around the man cave today, and just give my legs a spin. After my 25, was it 25 miles? I can't remember at the weekend. My legs were surprisingly good actually. I was a bit knackered for the rest of the day, that has to be said. Is it raining? I think it's starting to rain a little bit, but I don't think it's going to tip it down. So let's get on with it. Yeah, it's raining. Level 2 done. Feel alright, bit knackered. Let's keep going. Well, that is number 3, lap 3, done and dusted. I'm going to go around and do one more, and then I had better get back and do some work, I suppose. Got to pay the bill somehow. Don't crap yourselves. Back in January, I used to really dread riding up this hill. Not because it's steep, just because it goes on a bit. And once you get in this part, there's nowhere to stop and have a breather if you need to. But today I've done it 4 times, no drama. Getting fitter. Get up there. Right, that's that done and dusted for today. Let's have a look. Okay, 16.36 miles. Not going to argue with that. I expect it's the same as it was last week when I did exactly the same trip, but I will be comparing my times, obviously. Some parts of that felt quite quick today, but there's no wind, hardly any wind at all today. It's a nice day for a ride, but blooming cold. Anyway, hopefully more of that tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Bye. Welcome to England. It is it's Wednesday, and I'm on lap 1 of 4 today for the post office, same trip as yesterday, and I'm absolutely soaked and I can't really see much. Oh, the joys of living in England. Anyway, I thought I might have dodged the rain. I was watching my CCTV earlier and it was raining all morning, and it wasn't meant to rain at all. So I stupidly assumed that the rain had passed early, but no. It's just crap. And I can't see much, so hopefully there's nothing coming yet. There's a truck coming. Yeah, missed it. Anyway, so that's the post office lap done. Oh, nice. Bit more of a leg spinner today. Hope for another 16 miles. Let's do this. Okay, executive decision has been made, and if the weather doesn't improve vastly by the time I get back up to the top of the hill at the end of lap 2, then I'll be calling it a day. The weather is meant to be better this afternoon, so I do need to get my bike down the bike shop, so I probably will be scooting out again later on to do that anyway. But this is no fun. If I'd known it was going to be this way, I would have put my proper yellow jacket on, but I've just soaked through and freezing cold. It's quite windy today. So I guess I've done enough miles at the beginning of this week to allow me to chill for a little bit, so that's what I'll be doing. But if the sun comes out, I'll keep on going. Come on, come out. Right, that is it. I have now called it, and I've bailed after 2 laps. I don't really like doing that, and in fact I don't think I've done that yet so far, but today's the day. I didn't have the right jacket on, I was soaking wet, and when you're heading into the wind, it is Baltic out there. But I did manage 8.98 miles, so I'm not going to cry about it. And also, I do need to get the bike down to the bike shop at some stage today. It's due tomorrow, but the weather's really pony tomorrow. Anyway, so I'm keeping an eye on my camera there. And if it dries up, I should be doing that, taking it down there. So see you later, or see you tomorrow, something like that. Bye. So I've just been down to take my bike down to the bike shop, and luckily the weather did improve and it stopped raining, but it is threatening it, so there is still potential for me to get a soak in before I get back to the unit. It's only about a mile up the hill now, but it will add a valuable 2 or 3 miles to my tally today, much needed. Hello guys, welcome to the end of week 40. Week 47 of Blob on a Bike and my challenge to lose 3 stone, which of course I've done already, but I've got to keep pounding away and lose a bit more before Christmas. Anyway, last week's weight was 105.4 kilos, so I'm hoping to have improved on that today. Really, I've done quite a lot of miles on my bike this week, but it's all been on road, so it's not been as taxing as it would have had I been off road, of course, but it does all add up. Probably done 40 or 50 miles this week on the bike, I reckon. So without any further ado, it's way past my lunchtime, so I'm going to crack on with it today. Let's get on with the weigh-in and I'll see you in a second. So 105.4 was last week's weight. Let's get to it and see where we're at today. That's on stone. I'll be back in a second. Right, now I've adjusted the bloody thing. Let's get on with it. Kilos. 105.4 to beat. So, happy with that. Okay, so that's that. There's my weighing done. 105.3 and a half, so I always round it up. So 105.4, which is exactly the same as last week. I have to say I would really have expected to have lost a little bit this week, purely because of the miles I've put in, albeit they were all on-road miles. But also we are in a run up to Christmas now, so there is some festive food kicking around my house, and I make no apologies for eating it. So I guess in the run up to Christmas, any week where I don't put weight on is a good week in my eyes, and I'm still below my target, so that's great news. What's coming up this week? More of the same, really. Hopefully I've just picked my bike up this morning. I walked down the bike shop and grabbed that, so I've got a new bottom bracket now, so that's not clicky, so I can get off road and do a few more miles along the coast and all that kind of thing. But in the meantime, more of the same. Please buy one of these jumpers if you like it. You'll find the link up here somewhere. Thank you very much for watching. Do leave a comment below, and it really helps me out if you subscribe and like my video. So if you haven't done it already, just do it now. Come on. Help a brother out. And yeah, I'll see you next week for more. Week 48, I think, this week. It's bonkers. Nearly at the end of it. 52 weeks. Let's see what happens.